Hey, welcome to Mullen Stock. If you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications by hitting the bell so you never miss any of our uploads. And also remember that this is not a financial advice video. I want to share with you what happened with Mullen and provide you with some data points and everything you should know. So, Mullen saw a 6.1% decrease in volume, which was good for a Friday. 25.58 million shares were traded, while the average is 16.94. Unfortunately, there was a new 52-week low at 38.7 cents. After hours, there's another decline of 0.61%. There is no specific news that caused Mullen decline. Right now, it's only associated with Mullen, and it has been exacerbated by events in the Middle East. Despite the fear in Mullen case, especially the NASDAQ hearing scheduled for next Thursday, some people are worried that Mullen may be delisted because, well, their hearing happened, and they were delisted on that same day. This could also happen to Mullen, and that's what some people fear. This is why I think there is downward pressure. If you're looking at the latest round of 13 of filings for Q3, you'll see that many institutions have sold their shares, perhaps due to the fear. Some other institutions, like IFP Advisors, only have 27 shares. Perhaps they were affected by a reverse stock split or both. That's why many institutions are not interested in Mullen until these two things happen. People receive an extension, and it provides an opportunity to speed up production. That's all there is to it. Currently, we find ourselves somewhat in limbo. But when it comes to this matter today, an unusual post came from an institution that I wanted to share only with you. An article came out in June, and as soon as it did, we had no information about these pilot programs. So it was all speculation. It was significant news because it was stated that Mullen is currently running pilot programs and is targeting British Airways, Unify LLC, Phoenix Truck Bodies, Equipment Hub Trucks, Fluid Trucks, and some universities. But when this news came out, I was particularly excited about British Airways because they are quite significant, right? For anyone working with British Airways, this is a tremendous opportunity. Now, a month later, we found out that British Airways had indeed conducted a pilot program, and they are purchasing those vehicles as well. Some of Mullen vehicles, Unify too, although Mullen has not made any official PR announcements about Unify, but based on the pictures, we know that their pilot program is still ongoing. There were also pictures related to LLC Phoenix Truck Bodies and Equipment, so it means they might have conducted a pilot program too. We've heard of hub trucks and fluid trucks, but maybe these are the ones who have posted today, and some universities as well. Brad had also confirmed that some universities outside UNC had conducted pilot programs. So this is pretty good PR that Mullen hasn't actually done, especially in the case of Unify, where we know they are conducting a pilot program. There's still no confirmation from Mullen. But you never know. A direct purchase could also happen. Nevertheless, I genuinely don't know, but it seems a bit strange for them to post about it. And this is the institution or company mentioned in this article. So I think some significant announcements are coming, or maybe there are chances of more orders. But regardless of how many orders you get, the real question is, can you produce the vehicles? I'm sorry. I never intend to be so negative. I know that many people don't like it. But the truth is that at this stage, I don't want to say that I'm spreading FUD. I just like to work based on reality. That's why institutions are not investing in Mullen. The article that came out is evidence of this. Institutions are not investing in Mullen because they want production. But let it go. Today, something else has come up that is quite hopeful. It's not directly related to Mullen, but it could benefit Mullen in the future. In this way, the SEC has today approved a law aimed at increasing transparency in short selling and making short selling data collection more effective to implement the cattle NNS plan. In essence, those who short any stock will have to disclose their positions. Therefore, this is very important. If the SEC really acts on this, they have chosen the right path for the first time in their history. Perhaps this information will prove beneficial through opposition to Mullen, through the entire discovery process. I really don't know for sure. Nevertheless, this is certainly a step in the right direction that could be helpful for Mullen, AMC, GameStop, and other heavily shorted stocks. What are your thoughts on this? Regarding options activity, there has been talk of buying 32,000 puts compared to $47,000 calls. So there is more bullish sentiment about this. There are several reasons why it can go up. However, in the end, it comes down to Mullen. They need to release a PR, and a well-received one, as I've hinted before. And when it falls below $0.50, it means that the calls expiring on October 13 become worthless. That means the next week, when the calls expire on October 20, could be the time people are hoping for. There are 12,000 calls at the $0.50 strike price, 12,000 at $1, and 8,000 at $1.50. When it comes to people hedging with it, it's more related to NASDAQ compliance that's happening on the 19th, if I remember correctly. Similarly, it's related to opposition against Mullen, where TD and Schwab are going to respond. So there could be some good things coming out of this. But above all, let's talk a bit about shorts. Today they've increased their shares by 1.05 million. 20.68% of the free float is shorted. In total, 36.02 million shares have been shorted. The average cost to borrow is 15.23%, just like it was yesterday and before that. And this, so according to Interactive Brokers Short Availability, there are about 2.2 million shares available for shorting. Keep this in mind for next week. There will likely be more volatility in the next week. Perhaps new 52-week and all-time lows may happen again. It all depends on Mullen. Maybe they are playing foolishly ahead of the NASDAQ hearing, which I believe is on Thursday. You can pull out at any time. Some are waiting for confirmation that they will stay on NASDAQ before considering re-entry. What do you think about Mullen? If you want today, do you think it can go lower or higher? Guys, that's all we have for you today. What is your opinion about Mullen stock? Get involved and let us know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching.